And we are back on Sportsman Radio. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and I am now joined by Chris Summers, who is a wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings. Chris, how's it going, man?
It's going pretty good.
I want to start this interview off by talking about your college days as you attended Liberty University. Pretty much, what was it that made you want to attend Liberty University?
I was like starting by saying, it's a long story. Coming out of high school, I was originally committed with Louisville on a football scholarship for probably a couple months, probably the end of football season of my senior and throughout basketball season. A case of events happened where Petrino, that's when he left and went to the Falcons, and he brought in a new coach, which was Craig Thorpe at the time, and I know 2 days before signing day, he took my scholarship, so that's how I kind of ended up at Liberty. Liberty came in at the end, I was able to sign the scholarship with them.
Your first year, did you expect to redshirt?
Pretty much, because we had a lot of seniors at the position in June, so figured I'd just take my time and get into the weight room and get bigger. We showed the next season when I didn't redshirt.
What was it like when you got the chance to play on a football field for the Liberty Flames for the first time?
Oh, it's great. Lynchburg, Virginia, it's a great football atmosphere with our fans and how they support the football program. It was just great to be out there playing and finally get my chance to show what I can do.
You joined the Flames as a quarterback your freshman year. What was the situation? What was the transition like from quarterback to wide receiver?
Honestly, I don't even know how the quarterback thing even got started. I never played quarterback. I played quarterback back in high school, probably like my early 9th to 10th grade, but once I attended Liberty, I was strictly a wide receiver. I didn't play quarterback.
All right, well then, what was it like from when you were playing quarterback at high school? What was that transition like to come to Liberty and be a wide receiver?
Oh, the transition is not too hard. I played multiple positions growing up, so I played from tight end to fullback to cornerback to safety to quarterback. I played everything, so it's really not too much different. Just to give me an overall feel for the game or how the quarterback sees things when he's back there, or what a defensive player sees when on the offensive side of things. So it just helps me get a better perspective of the game and how to go about playing.
Your first time seeing action on the field was when you were a sophomore because you redshirted your freshman year. You ended your sophomore year with just 2 receptions and 14 yards. Coming into your sophomore season, did you think you'd see more playing time than just that?
Yeah, I thought I'd see a lot more in this. In camp, I know I was kind of grinding, still trying to learn the playbook. Going to my sophomore year of football camp, and I guess things didn't work out the way I wanted to. So I basically just played special teams. I gave it all I got. Anytime I stepped into the field, I was able to get 2 receptions out of it. But it just made me more hungry and made me want to work harder.
During your junior year, you really impacted the team in a very good way, starting all 11 games, and one of those games was against Lafayette, where you recorded 14 catches, 138 yards, and 1 touchdown. Can you tell us a bit about that game?
Well, that game, that whole week was kind of bizarre because our starting quarterback went down. Tommy Beecher, who transferred from South Carolina, he went down that weekend. We had Mike Brown at receiver. And his first position is quarterback, but they ended up moving him from receiver to quarterback that year. And I was already going into the game knowing that I'd probably get a lot of balls thrown my way. And going into that game, I just made sure I worked hard. Well, I made sure I worked hard the whole week in practice and able to go out and have a great game. And Mike found me on those throws and was able to make it happen. And made things click from there on out. That's a really jump start of my career at Liberty.
Chris, your senior year was no doubt your best year with the Liberty Flames as you recorded 15 touchdowns and over 1,000 receiving yards, which are both best in school history. You had 6 100-plus yard games. Is there any specific game you can bring us back to and tell us about?
That was my redshirt junior year when I had those 15 touchdowns. So I'm trying to think back what game I can say that was. The most memorable game was we played Ball State that year. That was the first D1A bigger that we had in our school program. So that was a big game for me. I think I ended with maybe like 9 to 10 catches for 160, maybe 2 touchdowns. I'm not sure, but that was a real big game for our football program. That's one of the highlights that I remember when we beat Ball State up there in the house.
You finished that season with great stats, as I said. When was it that you found out that you were going to try to be a wide receiver in the NFL?
That's kind of funny because I never really thought me playing at the next level. I was always just trying to live in the moment as far as me being in college, just to make sure I'm doing what I'm doing at that level. It wasn't until one of my teammates, he came out to me and said, yeah, they got you ranked in like the top 10 to 15 receivers in the nation coming out in my class. And I never really looked at that. I guess on NFLDraftScout.com is where they had me at. And not really until then, until he said that to me, so I started realizing that I may have a shot to play at the next level.
Just a few months ago, you were working out with the Chicago Bears in Bourbonnais, Illinois for training camp. Overall, what did you learn from that experience?
That experience was great, just to be around all those good group of guys as far as our whole team, as far as the receiver room as well, just to see how things how to go at this level, how you have to work, and just make sure you be a professional. I was able to learn from a lot of those guys as far as like Brandon Marshall, Devin Hester, Earl Bennett. Just a lot of those guys helped me out a lot as far as the mentality of the game and how it's supposed to be played and how it's supposed to be practiced at this level. I was just able to soak it all in, and I really enjoyed myself when I was down there in Bourbonnais and with the Chicago Bears.
What were some of the things that you learned from those veteran wide receivers such as Marshall, Bennett, and Hester?
As far as Marshall, he's always just saying just to learn how to finish. Each play we were out there doing routes versus the air with the quarterback, just to catch her ball and give it a burst as far as like you in a real game time situation. And just to be a pro all around, to come out every day willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win as far as doing extra work. Just all those small things where he stayed on top of us, always giving us little speeches here and there about how to continue to carry ourselves and to continue to work and things like that. So those type of things that helped me out, and I really took to heart and I'm try to put those things in my game.
Even though it was a preseason game, can you tell us about your first NFL game that you played in?
Oh, it was great. We played the Washington Redskins where I was just in awe, but I was able to live in the moment and just to go out there and compete and do what I know I can do, and I was able to come down my first catch, and it was a great experience. I'm looking forward to some more of those experiences in the future.
Eventually, you were released by the Chicago Bears. Chris, how was your reaction when you found out the team released you?
My reaction was like, wow. I thought I was having a good camp, but you have to always perform at your highest level. I know the game when we played the Redskins, I didn't really finish. I mean, I know I made some plays, but I didn't finish the play. So I know that you can't do that at this level, and you always have to be able to control yourself and finish on different type of plays. I know I didn't do a good job at that game, so you just have to let it go. I was released, so I'll just look for my next opportunity to get on with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, you worked out with the Minnesota Vikings and signed a contract with them. Were the Minnesota Vikings the only team showing interest in you?
No, there was no other team. And Tampa Bay as well. I worked out for Tampa the same week to see if they would like me or whatever. So it was between them and Tampa. It was two teams I worked out for, and I was able to sign with Minnesota.
And if you don't mind me asking, why did you choose Minnesota over Tampa Bay?
Just Minnesota's have great coaches and a great staff, and they trying to make things better here as far as bringing in good talents and receivers. And I see myself fitting in well in this the group of guys that we have here in this team, and just glad that they was able to sign me, give me a contract. I was just able to come here and just ready to come to work.
You are now on the Vikings practice squad. What are a few things that you expect to do to try and get on the 53-man roster?
Well, just continue to giving the defense great looks each and every week. Whatever team we're playing, just to go all out, whether it's special teams or whether we're going R&D, just to give them a great look and have them prepare for the game or the next opponent that we're going to play.
All right, Chris, just a few more questions for you, and these are a bit random. I'll start off with growing up, who was your favorite NFL team and player?
Growing up, it has to be the Dallas Cowboys, probably Deion Sanders.
If you can meet anybody, who would that be?
If I can meet anyone, it'd be my grandmom on my mom's side. Since she passed before I was born, never got the chance to meet her, so that'd be someone I'd love to meet.
Why do you make it important to interact with your fans?
Well, it's very important because they come out to show support. In rain, sleet, snow, hell, they all out there showing support, rooting us on. So it's good to continue to embrace our fans, just to show them that we care and that we're happy that they're coming along with us for the journey.
If you listen to any music before a game, what kind of music is it that you listen to?
music. That's something that I don't do before a game, but if I did, it'd probably some rap and maybe some R&B to slow things down for me.
All right, and last but not least, Chris Summers, what is something that most people do not know about you?
Some things that people don't know about me, well, in high school, from my 9th grade year till my 11th grade year, I grew maybe 4 or 5 inches.
Wow.
In each of those summers, yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Chris, so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Good luck this upcoming season. Before I let you go, is there anything that you'd like to plug on the air for our listeners?
Thanks for having me, and Skol Vikings. That's about it.
All right, Chris, take care and good luck.
I appreciate it.